here we have a PS5, and over here we have some RGB lights. I think you guys already know where this is going. So the RGB LED lights we're going to be using for today's mod are these ones right here. These have been especially made for the PS5 by eXtremeRate. And by the way, if you guys want to check these out, I have them linked down in the description. Should be easy to put on. All we got to do is take off the case, stick these down, and then we should be good to go. And it should be looking really, really cool. Don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but it should be looking something like that. So let's go ahead, get these on the PS5. So real quick, before we start putting these on the PS5, I'll show you guys what comes in the box. Of course, you have your RGB lights, comes with a remote control, also comes with these little rubber pads which you use to stick behind the lights. It comes with this, which I know this is very useful for taking apart controllers. I'm not sure what use it has for the actual PS5, but nonetheless, it's still useful to have. And one more thing, of course, it comes with the instruction manual. So taking off the case for the PS5 is actually really simple. All you need to do is basically grab one edge and just pull it up, and then you want to just pull down, and just like that, case comes off. And it's pretty much the same thing on this side as well. It's a tiny bit tighter, but not much more. You just want to pull up and then pull down, and it should just pop off like that. Make sure you pull up and pull down. Don't just pull up because you might end up breaking something. So this should be really simple. I've looked at the instruction manual, and pretty much what you want to do is you want to feed this through the top hole, basically the vent of the PS5, just like that. Just feed it through all the way. And once you've got it in there, the back part is just going to go ahead and peel off. So let's go ahead, peel that off. Now the back of it is adhesive, but it does come with those rubber pads that I showed you guys earlier. And I'm not 100% sure because it doesn't say it, but I think this has something to do with maybe them not overheating. Maybe you have to put rubber pads behind it so it doesn't get too hot and the adhesive comes off. So we're going to go ahead and stick these down as well. All right, so I don't know if you can see that on camera, but basically we're just sticking these pads down. So we have all the rubber pads stuck on. So now we're going to go ahead and actually stick the lights down. Cool, so that is one side stuck on. Let's go ahead, flip it over and get the other side on. So in theory, this side should be a little bit easier because I haven't got that big metal part right there that kind of makes it a bit difficult to stick stuff down to. So it should be easier to get it on this side. I don't want to bore you guys. Literally, we're going to do the same thing we've done on the other side. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once we have it set up. All right, it is the moment of truth. The LEDs are all set up. The case is back on, and now we've got it also plugged in. So let's see. I don't know if it boots when the PS5 turns on, or you have to turn it on with the remote. But let's go ahead and try this out now. We'll see how it works. Oops, wrong button. So just turned it on, and let's see, are the lights on? I need to get up to have a look. Yes, they are. All right, so they do boot up with the PS5. So this looks really, really cool. The remote works very, very simply. The up and down is to cycle through different color modes, and then the plus and minus buttons is to make it either brighter or dimmer. But yeah, look at that. That looks so cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cycle through a couple of different color modes so you guys can see what it has available on it. So let's go. That is one of them. Let's go over to the next one. The next one. This one. And yeah, it's got a bunch of different kind of settings that you can play around with. And there you go. Now you have an RGB modded PS5. That looks very sleek, especially if you have a black case. It will show up way more nicer on this than it does on a white case. Don't get twisted, I've seen PS5s with this on a white cover, and it still does look really cool. But in my opinion, RGB lights against black surfaces just tend to look nicer because they look more vibrant. Can we just take a moment to admire how nice these actually look? They just make the PS5 look so much cooler. It already had like a UFO kind of spaceship look to it. I think these just kind of add to it. But yeah, that is it. It's a super simple mod to make your PS5 stand out from everyone else's. If you did like this and if you do want to check it out for yourself, I have it linked down in the description. But that is it for today's video, guys. I want to say a big thank you to eXtremeRate for sending me these RGB lights. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications because I upload videos just like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.